Alright, we're live. Fix a few things. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Hey, I'm back.
Hello?
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Went to go get a drink while you were joining.
I haven't used Curse Voice in a long time.
Me either, so it's just easier for me than Skype right now.
Okay.
So I was just like, oh, let's get this going. So,
Have you
cause
ever used Talk.gg?
no, I have not. I don't even know what it is.
It's like a browser voice chat.
Oh, I think I've heard of it, but I don't know. Like,
Decent.
I've used this before, so I'm just going for it now.
Okay.
Alright, so hi, my name's Brandon.
Hi, I'm Lawrence.
Oh, nice to meet you. So, first off, I'm gonna ask you, what's the first thing that you want to work on today?
Mm,
Like, first and foremost.
I have trouble probably transitioning, like, winning lane into, like, carrying the team.
Okay, so you want essentially, okay. Um, so you'll have to forgive me. This is my very first lesson, so a few
It's
things are
fine.
gonna be a little rough around the edges as I figure things out. But all right. So first, I'm gonna do a little bit of talking, and then you can hop into a game, and I'll spectate it and give commentary if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Just kind of just like talk you through it, and then watch and see if you can enact it. So the top lane, it gets a little difficult, in my opinion, to uh, carry. It's harder to carry the game by just winning your lane, as it is, say, a mid laner or AD carry. But it is definitely still possible. Um, Things that you want to be like, you want to look out for when you win your lane. Your next goal is so you're platinum, so I'm assuming you have some knowledge of minion wave management, at least.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so when your minion wave is either pushed up or pushing, you can use those opportunities to either base and roam bottom, especially if you have your TP up, or just walk down the mid lane and create pressure there. You don't necessarily have to get a kill, um, in order to create like an advantage. Just like burning a summoner, chunking someone, just showing even just showing your face around the map somewhere where you're not supposed to
Yeah,
be creates
yeah,
pressure.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, like, say you're pushed up, you've got 2 kills on your opponent, and you just walk into the enemy jungle, and like that they're jungle. Like, you get wards down. You can like fight the jungler if you see him, if the situation is good, and just create pressure that way. So, like, just these little advantages will help your team out because, like, if you
Okay, okay.
yeah, because like with mid lane you have the option to roam bot or top at like any given point because the lane's so short and it's in the middle of the map, so it's really easy. AD carry, you just wreck everyone in team fights. So you have to be creative about it with top lane because you're basically on your own little island up there.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of how you want to like carry as a top laner. You just want to create pressure so your team has a better chance of not losing. It sucks, but like that's the way
Yeah,
that
no, I get it though.
that's the way that I've always done it. So just creating little advantages that your team can take advantage of, and like little by little, things are gonna get better. So
Okay.
yeah. All right. Any other like questions about just like general map movement or anything like that? Or
That's probably like
anything?
my biggest issue. I think like I lead the team pretty decently when it comes to late game. Like I'll make a bad call sometimes, but it's like I
Yeah.
learn because like I'm decisive about it. So
Yeah. Like, yeah, bad calls happen.
yeah,
I'm a new shot caller, so I know the woes of shot calling. Because like you make a decision. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So it's
I
just
think a lot of times I think I get like caught up in um like capitalizing on people's mistakes. Like if they're out of position, like I'll flash stun them. But sometimes like I'll be out of position myself because I'm like just
too far forward.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have that. I have that same issue. I go.
So I'll be like, oh, the AD carry's out of position. I'll like WQ a caster and like flash stun them and like all in them. I'll basically be 1v4 because I realize like how far away from my team I am.
Yeah, it's just having like the situational awareness to like catch all these things. It's
Yeah.
really important. Um. Okay. So, trying to think about the best way to do this.
I can stream the game.
Okay, that would actually work a lot better than trying to spectate, because,
I might lag a little, but I think I can manage. Like I
okay,
don't think it should really be a problem.
alright, yeah, just go ahead and, link me your Twitch then, and,
Okay.
over here, and then you can just go ahead and hop into game, and I'll just start pointing out anything that I see for you,
Okay.
and giving you
Yeah.
general pointers about the game overall. Hopefully
You
you can
probably want
top
to mute
lane.
it too.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I don't want to hear myself. It's like the worst thing. I hate
You want
hearing
me to
my own
hop into a
voice.
normal or ranked game?
That's up to you. If you feel like you want to play a ranked game, go for it. If you just want to pick a normal so you can blind pick insta-lock top lane, that's fine too.
Actually, yeah, I think I'll do that.
Because this is for top lane, so I want to make sure that you get the role that you signed up for.
Yeah. I can play like solo lane in general, but I just feel most like at home at top.
hmm Yeah, I can play mid lane fairly comfortably as well. Because there, right now, especially, are quite a few champions that can play both mid and top.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like Lissandra
I
and
like playing
Cass.
Irelia a lot, and like I've brought her mid, and it works like pretty like it's like pretty solid.
Yeah, Irelia's a fun champion. She's actually got like a lot of carry potential.
Yeah.
Um, so ooh, you could also do team builder. Nurez brings up a good point. That would 100% guarantee you your role, cause team builder. If you wanted to go with that route too.
Uh, well, I guess I'll just BM this team. Whoops.
Did you already get into a game in Instalock?
Uh-huh.
Screw it, you're good.
Oh, right, I need to give you my stream, right?
Yep. Whenever you have the time to do so. No rush.
Pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think the team's okay. They just need an AD.
Alright, let me make sure that everything. Alright, good. Stream browser's
I
not.
tried a game with teleport yesterday on Irelia,
hmm
and it did help out with like creating map pressure and stuff.
Yeah. Ignite gives you more potential to win the lane, but TP just gives you so much more pressure, like map
Yeah,
wide.
yeah.
So like, um, against people, like when you often will times will find that you'll have TP into Ignite, especially like against things like Ribbons or just like heavy all-in champs like that. Sometimes J4s. The trick is in that situation just kind of play it passively. and
Yeah,
look for opportunities for your jungler to come in so you can just 2v1, because if they get behind with Ignite, they're pretty much done. Like especially on
they're screwed.
Irelia, because if you get an advantage, you can be such a bully. So you don't even
Yeah,
you don't even need Ignite because you just got built-in true damage on your kit. So
I have no problems in lane when I'm ahead.
hmm
Actually, that's not true. Sometimes, like, I think I need to like work on not dying to junglers because I press on the lane so much. But
yeah,
like
that's
what you said about like roaming and stuff, I haven't been doing. So I guess I could do that while I'm pushing tower, and that would like
oh, this is actually
take
a really good lane because this one could go either way. So this one I'm interested to see.
Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble versus Irelia is a really big scale matchup. So
Really?
yeah,
I haven't played much of it.
yeah, it essentially just comes down to which player understands the matchup better. It's a really good matchup, especially for this, because it'll kind of like show me your strengths and weaknesses on Irelia as a champion and just
Oh, that's
in the lane.
unfortunate though. Well, like maybe he's like a beast or something. He's silver too.
Still, don't ever
Yeah,
count
yeah,
anyone out
for
just
sure.
because they're evil. Yeah, it's kind of an off-putting thing, but you know, like laning against Rumble is just difficult because it's Rumble. Like I fucking hate laning against Rumble because he just like throws his Q on and walks into the middle of the minion wave, and like he'll damage you and none of the minions will aggro him because it's not an auto attack. So it's just like
Wait,
stupid.
really?
Yeah, yeah. In order to get minions to auto like minions will only aggro someone if you auto attack them within their auto attack range. Since
Wait,
Rumble's
so if
Q,
I'm
if you use like a E on Irelia, the minions will not aggro you. Like a
oh,
spell, you have to like use an
like
auto
that, I
attack.
wasn't aware of.
Yeah, you have to use an auto attack in order to get them to aggro.
Oh, that explains like so much.
Yeah. So that's how you like generally like you can if you bait someone into auto attacking you early on because minions do a lot of damage early in the game.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
like
understand that.
yeah, if you bait someone into auto attacking you and then just kind of stun them in the middle of your minion
And
wave
the
and
minions
walk
is
away.
so much.
Yeah, walk
You can
away.
get like 200-300 damage.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But I was never aware that you had to auto attack them. Oh, so you could be all-inning them and the minions might not even hit you?
Yeah, if you as long as you don't auto attack them, the minions generally shouldn't turn. I say generally because sometimes the minions do whatever the fuck they want to do, so
Yeah, the
you
minions
can't
actually have
take
been
that into
acting.
account.
The minions have been acting really weird this patch, actually.
Yeah, they've been acting weird ever since the update to Summoner's Rift. Like, minion block is fucking stupid now. Like, I've gotten
Okay, yeah.
stuck
Ever since
so
the new
many
Summoner's
times.
Rift, the minion block has been so weird. But like, especially this patch, they've been like just randomly like they'll walk into lane and literally like not even attacking another minion. They'll just walk into the jungle. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yep, like minions are weird. I just don't ever rely on them to do that. Like, other than the auto attack thing, I generally will not assume minions will do whatever they're gonna do because like they're just all over the fucking place. Damn, someone's got a toaster. I don't know. I might just be behind though. Twitch is going to be a little interesting because like I think there's like a 30-45 second delay on Twitch, so it's unfortunate, but it's the
It's
best.
still 30.
Yeah, because it's just like the mandated Twitch delay. It's really silly.
Okay, I was aware there was like a set delay. I wasn't sure like how
Yeah,
long it was.
it's kind of bad. Like it sucks, but I understand why they did it, but it's just unfortunate. So it's better than 3 minutes behind though. So hey, at least there's that. All right, we're in game now. Just curious, what runes do you usually run on Irelia?
Flat AD. I run like 2 armor pen marks because I think like everything has like 2 armor or something like that. And then the rest I run flat AD. I run I think 2 armor quints and like 1 AD quint.
Okay.
Flat armor seals and then like a combination of flat MR and scaling MR for glyphs.
Okay, the scaling, combination of flat and scaling's alright. In the future, like when you feel like it, I'd recommend trying just going like flat AD reds because everybody got a base armor buff before, when they were what the actual fuck, Lucian. Anyway,
Yeah, you
um,
saw that too,
I
right?
have no idea what I just watched, but okay.
He was locked up under the tower.
So essentially, just red, flat 80 reds, flat or scaling MR yellows, depending on the matchup you're in. You choose either one, depending on how many rune pages or runes you have. Either one works.
I
Scaling,
try to keep like a general top lane page.
yeah, scaling MR. Then try attack speed quints on Irelia. Like,
Attack speed quints.
yeah, because if you take attack speed quints, you can actually get in an extra auto with your heat and style up. So that's a lot of extra 2 damage that you're pushing in, especially if you have CDR. You can keep it rolling and just essentially do more damage like that than you would have if you had just the flat AD. It's really like the flat AD is all right early on for like last hitting and stuff, but later in the game you'll be doing like around level like 4 or 5, you'll start doing more damage with the attack speed, and that's when you really want to start trading when your true damage gets higher. Like early on, you just
You
kind of want to
start
look to farm.
you start Q or E versus Rumble.
I generally start E because he's like I only start Q against ranged or like
Yeah.
melee that I want to stay away from, like Renekton or J4. Yeah, see, there's the Q and walking at you thing. It's incredibly annoying, but like generally just sit back, yeah, and don't walk into his flame spitter. That's the best way to get around this. And just kind of stun him whenever you can. Like especially if he's not facing you. It's just good harass and it'll allow you to get more
Yeah.
value out of your flask charges. Because if you're using them for both mana and health instead of just HP. Because most players, like, if they find that they're in like a melee matchup, like if they're against like J4 or Irelia or something like that, they usually actually won't run any MR, and that's really good because your E does a bit of magic damage
Yeah.
early on. So yeah, that was a good trade. So like it's obvious that you know how to use the minions to dash in and out of trades. That's really good. That's like one of the hardest things to learn on Irelia is using the minion wave effectively to trade. So, dashing to and from minions, that's already showing me that you've got some level of competence on this champion. So that's really good. It's just like, yeah, learning how to create pressure map wide now with her. And yeah, you don't really want to start dueling the Rumble till you're getting to like 4 or 5, because that's when you'll start to outdamage him a little bit. Like, be sure to keep moving around him so he can't just sit there with Flame Spitter on you. Like, move between your autos. So he has to
Okay.
reposition himself. Because otherwise, he's just going to sit there with the Flame Spitter on you, and it's going to hurt. A lot. And if you want, like, in order to save some mana under tower, just auto the minion before the tower hits it, and then you can auto it again before the second shot on the casters. That's just to save some
Yeah.
mana. Right now is when you want to trade, because he's definitely down. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
See what I mean? The matchup's just difficult.
I don't get to play much Rumble actually.
Yeah, it took me a while to pick him up and learn him. So he's a
I mean,
march.
I play like a decent Rumble, but it's like I don't get to play against much.
Well, it's a good learning opportunity because his champion is stupid. Like Rumble has a like high potential to carry games as well. So he's also a pretty good champion to learn if you just want a hard carry from top lane. Like him, Irelia, Cassidy, and Gnar are all really good just to hard carry yourself out of
I think
lower.
Caston's good top.
Yeah, in certain matchups he does really well, but yeah, this is a really good trade. You probably could have queued on him there and kept going because his Q is still on
Yeah.
cooldown, and that would have just forced him out. But that's fine too. Trade that you got, because you don't really have to kill him early on. Like you just kind of want to farm till you can get your sheen, then go back, come back, and just start trading hard because you'll out trade him in short trades. And you also have the mana sustain to do it. Right now you need to be real careful about trading because you're boom, and he doesn't have a mana pool.
Uh,
So just try and shove up those last CS, especially since when he's like overheated, so he can't spam spells on you, and then just go B. Ooh, that's a good flash. All right, yeah, just if you haven't, yeah, go back. Just let Lee stay there. I'd say. Oh, you're almost level 6.
I'm trying to go back right now, and like Lee's just like, come on, let's do this.
That's where you just say no. Like,
God.
if you, yeah, just go back. Like, in that situation, using your ult to just, like, clear out the minion wave would have been a pretty good option. But, like, you have teleport, so you could just TP back. Well, Lee got Rumble's ult out, so...
Do I have TP'd back to lane?
Yeah, instead of just sitting there, you should have just TP'd. Like, you're just kind of watching the fight. You should have, like, when you go back, you need to know what you're going to shop for. Like, know how much money you have, know what you can buy, and, you know, just, in that situation, TPing back to lane definitely would have been, good, because Lisa...
I mean, he was dead by the time I got beat, but I'm wondering if, like,
if
because
you,
I think I lost, like, a minion wave.
Yeah, you lost a minion wave and like you had 1.5 minion waves to that. So like TPing back would have been really. It would have gotten you that minion wave, but you also still did have a chance to pick up that kill on Rumble, since we know he flashed earlier on, and you have your Sheen now, so you can do like a lot more damage to minions. You could have probably double dashed onto him and taken a kill, a traded kill off that, at the very least. So even if you didn't get the minions. So just looking at things like that. So when you go back, you always want to know, like, alright, so you had 1,300 gold, so that's enough for a Sheen and a ward. Like a Sheen, a ward, and
Right.
maybe a health potion, or in that situation. And you want to know what you can buy before you go back. Like, do the math before you go B. That's always a really big one, because a lot of people lose a lot of time just shopping because they don't know what they're gonna buy.
Right.
So yeah, just be careful now. He has a level advantage and he's overheated. Like, you're generally gonna want to trade when he's not like in the danger zone.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, you're a little behind now. I also see you're being a little conservative with your ults. Your ult is on a really short cooldown for the amount of damage it does. So you can just feel free, like in trades, like when you're trading with someone, just to spam it for more Sheen procs, more damage, stuff like that. So just, yeah, don't be afraid to use it, because it's a lot of healing in short trades, because it heals you for like 25% of the damage on champs.
Yeah.
Oh, he makes it out. That should be kills. Good job. Good reaction time on the rundown. Same with Talon. Usually don't see that. Sorry. Let's see. So you haven't died in lane. That's really good. In this situation, actually fast pushing in the future, like just for the future, fast pushing probably would have been better, like just, spamming abilities and stuff, because you could either force him to, well, you forced his TP anyway, so that's good, but he didn't have to. You can either force a TP, or deny them minions, depending if they want to use their TP or not. So it's just, whenever you kill, like, the enemy laner dies, it's shoving into the tower is always, like, a really good idea.
Okay, that's what I usually do.
Yeah, alright, so just so you know, maxing E or Q next is up to you. Personally, I actually prefer maxing Q second in this matchup, because it allows you to be more mobile, and get around.
You like maxing second?
In this matchup, oh, that's a sad. Up. Ah, that was close. That was
Oh, I
really
could have just
close.
beat.
Yeah, I like maxing Q second in this matchup because essentially what it does is it gives you a lot more like mobility because it lowers the cooldown and increases. Oh my god, the plays.
That
uh,
was unfortunate.
uh, that's just
I've like thought about maxing Q, but I always felt like
well, okay. So
thank
just
you.
it's a matchup by matchup thing. Generally against ranged, I'll max E second. But in matchups, I'm either winning heavily or need the extra mobility. I'll max Q because it lowers the cooldown on it and it increases the base damage. So you're able to one-shot caster minions for a longer period of time than you were if you were maxing E.
Okay,
Because generally, by the time you hit the 25-minute mark, you're no longer able to WQ onto a caster minion if it's rank 1 and kill it for the reset.
right.
So, against Rumble, being able to dash from caster to caster to caster while trading with him and forcing him to like turn around and waste time on Flame Spitter, it's
Oh,
really
that yeah,
it's
that makes
yeah, it's
sense.
really helpful, and it also just gives you a lot more damage against him because the damage increase on it is really high. Like the stun's good, yeah, and I'll take the stun if they're not running MR because that's just like really good because it's 230 magic damage at max rank or something like that. But generally I'll just take Q against Rumble because it's just a lot better for me. It's a personal thing though, so if you like taking E against him, feel free. But yeah, see,
Okay, it makes sense.
yeah, ulting in those trades, just don't be afraid about just spamming the shit out of it for damage on him.
Yeah, I usually do.
Yeah. Also, around like the second or third back, depending on whenever you feel comfortable with it, I'd recommend instead of having the warding trinket still, just upgrading to sweeper. Because
Yeah, actually, I have trouble.
it,
Sometimes, like, I just don't.
yeah, it's one of the good things to remember because it like allows the jungler to gank you easier because you can sweep your own wards before he gets there, as opposed to making him sweep your wards for you. You can win this. You should be able to win this trade as long as you don't stay in the equalizer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have a lot more sustain than him, so just getting him low is really good because you can heal up with heat and style. But
Yeah, yeah.
if you need to, you can make a custom item set and just say buy this dummy. That's what I did in order to
Oh,
do it more often. That was a really good play. But yeah, custom item sets are really good if you have trouble remembering to buy items and stuff.
I had one before, and then I don't remember what happened. I think there was like a
They
wing sweep.
reset
There
them.
was like a
Yeah,
sweep. Yeah,
that happened to me too. It was really silly. Oh
I
yeah.
think I'll go make one.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Alright, so you have enough to buy your Triforce now. That is a massive
Yeah,
power spike. Like now you can duel
it's so good,
anyone. Yeah, like
and it's like it adds like mobility. It adds like an extra mobility option.
yeah, it's mobility, damage, and
Everything.
it's essentially everything for you. It's there's a reason that you rush it. So like, oh, you don't really need to be afraid just to go in and start trading because your damage is extremely high. And yeah, that's a good point. When you go into trade, just before you trade, be mindful of the enemy's items. Check what they're packing before you go in, because
Right.
that could make or break the trade that you want to do. So just always be aware of that. Like like check if you haven't seen their jungler in a while, maybe you shouldn't trade, because you don't know where he is.
Yeah.
So just like all these little things you want to take into account before like you trade with your opponent. So if you see their jungler bot lane and their items are pretty standard, yeah, just go for it. Like especially if you have Triforce or Sheen done, because your damage is really high in just short trades. Well, even when you hit Triforce, your damage gets a lot higher in extended trades too. So it looks like they're trying. I don't even know what they're doing with their map movement right now. I think they're trying to send Zed against you. That's really weird. Wait, Zed.
Doesn't really
What
help.
was that Zed build? Holy moly!
Dude, yo
I'm
moves.
pretty sure I saw Yomu's Mobies. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I ain't scared.
So, okay, I want to see how you play this one out. Okay, Deathmark already popped. Yeah, so in that situation, I think you could have dashed to the minions a little sooner to catch up to him, but you played it out pretty well. He burned his ult and ignite, and you didn't die, so that's
I
fine.
wasn't sure if I was in range.
I think you were. Like, I'm not sure if you were. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you were, but it was hard to
Well,
tell.
I
So
think I was because like when I finally did hit Q, like I thought I was still out of range,
okay,
and
yeah. So yeah, that was good. You got his ult
that's
and ignite out.
hmm, I don't know how.
This one might be a little risky, but God, don't you love it when someone kills the minion you're dashing to, and you think, oh, rip.
Like I could have saved him, but I don't know. I thought my
Yeah,
Q reset, but
there's no way you could save him, cause
if I had just like killed him a little faster, because he took a
it's
lot of burn damage from just standing on the.
yeah, but the thing is, like, he wouldn't have gotten out of the equalizer fast enough. He was dead to rights. Like, if he didn't kill that minion that you queued onto with his ult, then yeah, you could have saved him. But he ulted and killed the minion, so you didn't get the reset. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I just thought I had killed the.
yeah, it was unfortunate. But there wasn't anything you could do to keep him alive there. The roam down to good to secure the kill was really good. Now, yeah, if you get this tower, when taking towers, feel free to like pop your W and E just to kind of get more
Yeah,
Triforce
I
procs.
wasn't. I was watching. I think it was like Irelia carries you, and he didn't, and I wondered for some reason. So like, I've
It-
been trying it out, and it's like, I don't know. I just really like turning it on because it just shreds towers.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's situations where sometimes you don't want to, where if you know, like, someone might be roaming up to try and stop you, and you're gonna need to duel them or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. But if there's
That's
like,
what I figured the logic was.
yeah, if there's
But
no
like
one in the
general,
area,
like,
just
yeah,
I don't know why he doesn't do that. Then it's really weird if he just doesn't do it generally, because it's really good for taking towers fast, because you can just shred. Also, when you're doing that, just be aware of where Rumble's roaming to, because you can always try and like make a teleport play if he's trying to be aggressive somewhere. Like map, like just keep constantly checking the map out is really good. Also, you can just use your ult to get more Triforce procs too, because like it helps clear minion waves and gives you a proc every single time. So that's generally my go-to for Triforce procs, but
yeah. I was thinking about it the other day, and I kind of realized like I waste a few Triforce procs.
yeah. Like in fights, I'll like either spam my ult if I need the healing, or I'll save it for if I need the procs. It just depends
Yeah.
on the fight. But generally speaking, when just pushing towers, just using it for procs is really good. So you have a lot of money, and top lane's pushing in. Is Dragon up? If it is, help your team with Dragon, then go back and shop. If it's not, then just go back and shop.
Yeah, I have like 2.7k.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Uh,
That's might. Alright. So in this situation, you want to look at who's strong and kind of base what you need off that. Like things like, do they have a lot of CC? What's their main source of damage? Things like that. I think
Right.
Rumble had the majority of the kills on their team. So like getting an early cowl probably wouldn't be a bad idea in that situation.
yeah, actually,
But like this is fine
I just
too.
like
It
really.
gives you survivability still like through the health, but like in those situations, just kind of be flexible with your build path. Because Zed isn't very
I'm
strong.
always just kind of like, what's it called? I'm always kind of like wary of half items, I guess, because I like really like finishing items for whatever.
Finishing
reason.
items is really good, yeah, because it gives you a lot more like bonus to just sitting on the like half complete item. But sometimes like there's just the Rumble's the like only strong person on that team. Like out of the 7 kills,
Like
I
I
think he
think my
has
thought process,
he has
usually my thought process behind like if I'm building Randuins into like when the enemy team has someone who's like strong in AP, usually my thought process behind it is like, oh, I'll just stun them and like insta kill them, I guess.
yeah, like it it's the stun is good, but like people can definitely turn trades back around. Especially if it's a
Yeah.
tankier AP like Rumble, because he had hunting guys and seekers, so he's got a fair bit of health and armor on him. So he's not gonna like blow up in the duration of a stun. So just
Yeah.
getting a little bit of MR to kind of counteract all that magic pen that he wants, like, cause yeah, he had Sork shoes, hunting guys, and seekers. So like that's a bit of health, a bit of armor, and a lot of magic pen. So just kind of negating, because I think a Spectre's Cowl actually completely negates that 30M penny bot, if not like essentially like almost already getting rid of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like just getting that cowl and having it there, because that also will give you survivability in short trades too, because it'll proc the cowl passive, and you'll get some bonus health regen every time you come out of a trade. So it's just little things like that that might like help out a little bit. Feel free to do team, but we can do these things are in hour segments, right? Yeah, we can do one more.
Yeah.
My next one's at 2, so I've got time for one more before I take a little break to set up for the next one.
When's 2 for you?
It's 12:40 right now. I'm on West Coast.
Okay. Oh, you got that nice ping.
Yeah, I got the good ping.
I don't think it makes like that tremendous of a difference, I guess.
It does on certain champions. Like if you're playing things like Zed, Yasuo, etc., like high,
Yeah.
like top tier mechanical, like you need
But
mechanicals.
like, since I play
Blah.
top, like I don't think it's like.
It's not the worst, I guess. It still affects. But yeah, there
But
are certain combos you can't do on champions if you have a high ping. Like it's just flat out
Like I've played
above
I have an
70, I
account
think.
on
LAN,
I have an account on Latin America North,
yeah.
and man, it has like 22 ping or something like every time I play, and it's like you can feel the difference.
Yeah, I can definitely feel the difference whenever like my ping starts like spiking due to whatever reason. Like it'll spike up to 160 and stay there for some odd reason. And it's just like why, right?
Yeah.
Why Rito? Why? But yeah, like,
Didn't Wild Turtle come from like Canada and like 100 ping though?
I don't know. Like yeah, I know he came from Canada. I don't remember where he came from though. But yeah, ping can be. Ooh, support Katarina.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so like ping, it does, like if you get comfortable playing at whatever ping you're at, it won't make too much of a difference. Like you can still get to like high elo and compete with everybody if you're comfortable with whatever ping you're playing at. It's just a lot easier if the ping's lower. So like sometimes when people go like, "Oh, the only thing holding me back is my ping," I'm like, "Yeah, but there are people
Like-
there are people on the East Coast and Challenger, so I'm not like."
Who are they?
Oh, there's a lot of people that play are on the East Coast too. Like the average, like someone did like an average ping chart for like each elo or whatever, and like Diamond was the lowest. Like average Diamond has about 45 to 50 ping, whereas like the average Challenger had like 70.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Diamond?
Yeah, like because it's just a lot smaller of a sample for
I
the
remember.
Challenger.
I remember seeing what's it called?
There's a lot, like there's only like
I-
200 people in Challenger, so it's a lot smaller of a sample size, so the results are going to be skewed.
Yeah.
But,
But I
like-
assume like 200 was like a decent enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still really small. Like I think
But
Diamond,
I guess
Diamond
like,
still has like
higher values.
tens of thousands of people in it or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It's still
Yeah,
got a lot of
'cause
people
right
there.
now- Yeah, there's like at least like 30,000, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in Diamond, so it's just like it's a very big difference in sample size. So whenever someone does like one of those like charts that like, oh, this is like the differences between each division, it's always really skewed for Challenger because there's just so few people.
Oh. Hi. What is this about? No. Oh, what the? What the? I haven't played without an Irelia skin in a long, long time.
Yeah, I generally switch between normal Frostbutt and Infiltrator. But who are
I
you?
always run. Wait, what's that?
Who are you laning against? I forget. I didn't even pay attention during load screen.
Ribbon. Oh, Ribbon Ignite. Okay.
Alright, this is your chance to practice this. So, there are two ways to play this lane, depending on the skill of the Ribbon player and how confident you feel in your ability as an Irelia player. So, with this lane, you can either start Cloth 4-1 and max E and wait for your jungler to come and gank for you. That's like if the Riven is either a really good player and plays hyper aggressively. That's a good way to. The hell is going on the screen right now? But that's a good way to kind of play passively and just punish her for her over
What do
aggression.
you go from cloth if you do that?
Cloth,
Like, I've tried cloth.
you
Like,
just
it's good
sit
lane,
you just
but,
sit on the cloth and go for Triforce. Like if you
Oh,
really
really?
if you really need to pick up a tabby, but just sit on the cloth.
Oh, okay.
You don't build it in anything first, but like so you can either go with that route or you can go with the route you're going now and max W and try and out trade her. Come like level 5 to a pressure, and so she can't all
Yeah,
you at 6.
I've done the. I know. When I play, I'm generally like, well, on Irelia specifically, I play like very, very, very confident.
Mhm.
So I haven't gone cloth in like
It
maybe
just
like 200 games.
Yeah, it just depends on the Riven player, honestly. Like, you always just have to keep that ignite in the back of your head. She's got anywhere from 110 to 300 true damage over you at any given time, so just be really aware of it. In this matchup, you definitely want to start E, and if she like does the auto cancel to trade with you in the middle of your minions, just stun her and don't let her hop out with the third one until she's taken some punishment, like right there. You have a lot more sustain than she does, so abuse it.
Yeah.
And it just don't feel free, like don't be afraid just to walk up an ear just for shits and giggles, because making her burn those potions is really vital. Because essentially, if you start against someone that like, so you're in a sustain war against someone when you go full consumable start. Your dueling power is going to just generally be weaker because you don't have an item. You just have a bunch of potions. So you want to burn something on the enemy every time you have to chug a potion. So whether it be like, okay, every 2 potions I drink, I need to make them take at least 1. You learn this really well on like Fizz in mid lane, because he's a melee against like a lot of ranged, generally most of the time. So you wanna you really learn how to Did you get flash all in or did someone just oh okay I just heard and like I'm a little behind so I didn't get to see, but like so you learn how to like trade with consumables versus actual items by like doing that, but you want to make them burn something every time you do because you're in a sustain war. So
Right.
yeah, just getting her to burn like a potion or 2 every single time you have to is like ideal in that situation. Because by default you're gonna be able to stay in lane longer than her.
Oh, nice. She burned Ignite.
She did?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm okay. Well, I actually came out top of that trade even with Ignite.
That's really good. Yeah, so that was a... You probably could have... no, he was uncle. That's fine. If you just bait the Ignite out like that. Alright, so now you have options. So, well, not anymore. But after that trade, you want to look. Because you know that she's either going to have to go back, or, she's either going to have to go back or
like
stay in lane.
all-in.
Yeah, so essentially what you want to do is you want to weigh your options at that point, because you had the minions, like, it was 1 melee, 2 casters, 2 casters. So you actually could have started a freeze outside of your tower, and oh, be very careful about going back right here, because if she freezes it, that's whatever, you'll be fine. But yeah, you want to make sure, like, you don't want to give them the opportunity to freeze it, but you could have definitely froze there. In this situation, double Dorans would probably be the best.
Oh, I,
It's fine if you
that's
just went
why.
with Phage parts too. That's fine, honestly.
Yeah,
I like double Dorans in this matchup. You don't need to burn TP here either. You can just walk.
yeah, yeah. I saw. I knew it was frozen, and
Yeah, she just
well,
cleared the
actually,
freeze
yeah,
immediately.
yeah. I was like, man, I just messed up so hard because he's gonna freeze it, and then he
Yeah,
cleared it. I was like, nice.
yeah. So like when they freeze, like when you see the opportunity to freeze against someone that has ignite, just go for it because you can essentially just sit there, tank the minions until the point where it's frozen, go back, teleport back to lane, and just sit there. Because you're
Yeah,
denying them so much. Because they
yeah,
have to like walk all the way back to lane, and then they have to play super far up. Especially if they didn't buy a ward, like that's killer. Yeah, you can definitely trade with her because she's here. What are her items right now? She's getting the longsword, or I don't know. But yeah, as of right now, you can trade with her because she's like not. She's not 6 yet. You're stronger with her true damage.
I'll let this shove in.
Yeah, see, she can't. She can't like fight you. She's just got double longsword, and she doesn't have the sustain.
Oh wow, yeah. If she got Dorans, that would've been.
Even a Doran's wouldn't really have helped. She just doesn't like trading at level 5 with Irelia is really hard. Against like with Riven, you need to get a kill like around 6-7 in order to win this lane. If you don't, Irelia just outscales you in damage, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Like, it's really hard. I've played this matchup on both ends, and it's brutal. It's another good one. You got 2 really good matchups for this.
Yeah, I've always liked the Riven Irelia because I think it's like really volatile.
Yeah. It's
Oh, what the?
not as bad.
Okay.
Did she just try and all in you randomly? I have to see this. Hold up.
What? Oh, wait. You want to fight too?
Um. Um. Um.
Oh my god, I suck at this game.
Um. What did I just watch? Oh yeah. Okay, I see where you're gonna.
Oh my god, I'm so bad.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the. Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the minion damage, though.
Yeah, I took way too much.
Yeah, you were tanking like 2-3 waves of minions there. Like, yeah, how much did they do? The caster minions did 360 damage. That's not counting the siege or melees either. You just got to be real careful when dealing with
That was
minions,
so dumb.
because they wreck pretty hard. Yeah, the good news is that you can teleport back and get some of this EXP.
Yeah.
So get that lead, keep that
Oh,
lead
but
on
that
your
was
head.
so bad. That was so free. I just played it. Man.
Yep, it's all good.
Oh well.
It's just learning at that point.
Yeah. 5 to 9. Man.
Yeah, gotta respect the minions. Winions.
Too good.
So,
Man, that was so random from Riven though.
yeah, like she tried to force that gank way too hard because it was essentially an all or nothing at that point because she had to get something out of it. But it was just really weird. But she only has 3 longswords now as opposed to your Sheen and Phage part, so just you can win any trade against her now. Like so long as you don't play it.
Oh my
incredibly
god,
stupid.
go away!
Is Trinimir back? Remember not to just sit pretty on that ward.
Yeah. It's a bad habit of mine.
Yeah, like actually dropping like the ward in your inventory. Like yeah, it's good to buy wards, but they're not doing you much.
But
If they
it's
just
like
sit in your
better to
inventory.
place it.
Yeah, if it's just sitting there, it's not doing you all that much. So giving like actually like giving it the chance to give you vision helps. But yeah, like this is how you start taking control. Because like Riven, incredibly snowbally champ. She gets behind, it's really hard to like get back into the game. Like
Yeah,
unless you
Riven
just
I
get like
really have noticed whoever gets first blood just stomps like the entire game.
it's just Riven as a champion in general needs to get early early kills, like her early pressure. She needs to get an early lead on her opponent so she can snowball. Like Irelia, she can even do work if she's behind, because you just got that
Yeah.
true damage, which doesn't go away regardless of how strong you are
It's
or
just
aren't.
yeah.
And you got a scaling stun. Like you're gonna have potential to do things ahead or behind. Riven, all you've got essentially is damage, and if you can't do damage, then you're useless. So like he's really far behind. So as long as like he doesn't get like a miracle triple kill in a random ass fight, you guys should have the advantage. In this game, I really recommend building a lot of armor. Um,
Yeah.
even going tabby because they have a Morgana, yeah, but you have enough tenacity from your passive in order to make that bind a non-issue. And they just have a lot of auto attackers. They have like Vayne, Tryndamere, and Riven. Tabby's definitely the way to go here. So
What an idiot.
you just try and like all in you while you're recalling in the bush.
No, no, no. He just took like
Oh
600
my
minions
god!
damage. I
Yeah,
looked over. I was like, huh, I mean, Riven maybe took like 100 minion damage. And then
yeah.
I'm like, whoa, this guy's half health.
He was tanking the entire minion wave. Like I don't know. That was really weird. But yeah, it's definitely I go.
I think at this point I can just dive him over and over.
Yeah, just don't get too overconfident. Like you don't want to throw your lead. Change your
Yeah,
trinket.
yeah.
Change your trinket. You need remember to change your trinket in the future. That would have
Oh,
been a really good time.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you just need to know like not like remember if you have a lead, you want to keep that lead and grow that lead. You don't want to throw it away by getting
I've been trying to
overconfident.
like put myself into a habit of warding when I'm ahead, because like that usually like prevents me from throwing really high.
Warding in your head is good, but warding when you're behind is even better. Like just warding all the
Yeah,
time is really good. Like pink wards. All right, so let me tell you a thing about pink wards here. So pink wards are essentially mobile objectives. All right. So
yeah,
what that means is pink wards give you vision and deny all vision in a set area from the enemy team. So they cannot put a ward down within the vicinity of your pink ward. That is now an objective that they have to clear in order to get vision back in that area. So you can use it to create pressure, create fight opportunities to fight and things like that. So pink ward's really good. You're Rex. I just got wrecked, Sai. But anyway, enough with the lame puns. Yeah, pink ward's good thing. Wards in general really good because they also wards prevent your teammates from throwing because they like to do that a lot.
Oh, come back! No, 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 no.
All right, so in that situation, like against Tryndamere, oh Jesus, that was a really good
Oh, I thought he
Oriole.
burned his ult.
Yeah, it's okay. That was a really good Oriole.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like you could just, if you didn't know, just burst him. Like, cause with your try WQ, you could have like insta-jibbed him from a quarter, cause he's got no defensive stats. Or just Sheen, not try. You don't have that yet. So
It was still enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's still enough, but it's fine. Like if you didn't know he had ult, that's fine. Like you guys got the 3 kills for it, so
Because I saw
you're really
Riven
strong
and
now.
Ford pop up,
Yeah.
so I just figured, man, is Riven AFK? Oh no, I just killed her.
Yeah, you're really strong now. And don't be afraid to E a minion to get the Triforce proc or the Sheen proc as well.
Yeah, yeah. I was just actually everyone was dead. Yeah.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, in this situation, just armor. Like maybe you get a
That's
GA at the end for some like a little bit of MR against the Morgana, but like their team is like how strong is Morgana right now?
5-3-0, but I
She's-
think Vayne and Tryndamere are bigger
yeah,
problems.
Vayne's a big problem.
Ooh, this Vayne CS is 44 at 14 minutes. What do you think I should be? And, like, usually
Probably
I get,
Tabby here. Get Tabby, and then like double cloth.
Get chain.
Tabby double cloth.
Cloth?
Like go for Randuin's would be good here because they have a lot of people that rely on attack speed on that team. And
I
just
really like
And then you can decide, like, if you need more health, you can go Randuin's, but if you don't, you can switch it to a Frozen Heart too for the CDR and attack speed slow.
I not really like the health.
Yeah, the health is nice, but like effective health is nice too. Like armor provides you
Yeah,
effective health because health it hurts against Vayne. Like just having a lot of health, so you want to like stack a lot of armor too. It's really weird. Vayne's a weird champion
yeah.
when it comes to item
I think
basic against. Just what you want to do is you want to get a lot of attack speed slow and just a lot of sticking power. So like Randuin's Frozen Heart, god tier because it gives you, you know, you have your Blade Surge, you have your Equilibrium Check, you have your Randuin slow
Oh
too.
yeah, I was gonna ask you, what's your like opinion of the like Randuin's in comparison with Frozen Heart?
Oh, I'll just get them both sometimes. I tend to like Frozen Heart a little better on Irelia because like whenever I play Irelia, I generally will play it into things like Gnar. Like
Oh, okay.
a lot of ranged lane bullies is what I pick our Irelia into, like Lissandra, Gnar, etc., etc. And you know, against Gnar, you want to slow his attack speed because that's what he's really looking to get like early on, like to proc hyper. So getting an early cloth armor generally isn't a bad idea, but like I like Frozen Heart a lot because it gives you the CDR, so you can stun more often. Your heat and styles up more often, and if you flub a Blade Surge, you can have that more often too. Randuin's is nice too, like especially if like you just if your team doesn't have enough like sticking power. It's really like situational because if your team doesn't have enough sticking power and you just dive in there and pop Randuin so your team can like catch up, that's really good too. So it depends on what your team has and doesn't have. Like in this situation, you have Ori Rek'Sai who can follow up really well, so you won't really like need a Randuin's as fast, but like it's completely up to you. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So definitely now you're gonna want to upgrade your trinket to you're gonna change your trinket to a sweeper, and maybe upgrade it too just
Yeah.
for that vein. Did Ori buy Elixir of Iron? No, because she was Lulu ulted. Okay,
No, no, that was
that
no,
makes.
no. I don't think my normal elo's that low.
I was like, oh my. Yeah, they have a lot of people that rely on auto attacks. I'd just go Frozen Heart here. Just get that on. Like, Tryndamere and Bane will both have problems with it, and the same with Riven. Because she relies on her passive a lot. Oh, chat. Just Frozen Heart straight into Randuin's afterwards. Like, that's a really good build here. And then after that, you can either get a GA, or, you know, get the MR component of GA, or you can just, like, get some health, or whatever you feel like you need at that point. But that should make you really tanky to physical damage. Also, at this point, since it's a Vayne, you should either upgrade your trinket or start carrying a pink on you at all times. Because you're going to have to start diving her, and that stealth is going to wreck you if you don't have a way to see her.
Take my turret, Ribbon. You go.
Yeah. This is an interesting trade by them. Like they have like so many people bot lane. You should be using your ult here to get those Triforce procs. But,
Does each ult
yeah, each ult will
does each
generate.
stack
Yeah, each ult will generate a
really?
Triforce proc. So if you
As
shoot,
long as I space them out?
yeah, shoot it once, hit, wait for the cooldown, shoot it again, hit, wait for the cooldown, it'll proc Triforce every single
Huh.
time.
Neat.
Yeah, so that's like that's a lot of extra damage every single attack, especially on towers when you press for time. Like
Oh,
you,
I thought it was just one per.
no, it's four. Or your ult is essentially four procs, which makes it really good.
Wow. That's so much damage.
Yep.
Hmm.
In this situation, clear this wave, get it pushing, and then go back, get your Frozen Heart and a pink ward for sure. Because you need to be able to see that Vayne whenever she stealths. God, sticking on Vayne is one of the most difficult things ever. It's annoying. Hate it.
I don't know about your high elo, but usually they're just out of position and I stun them and like one shot them and
Uh,
just
I get to try and stick on like Gosu.
oh oh good luck, buddy.
It can be a fucking nightmare sometimes.
Okay. Actually, I played customs with my friend who's like a Diamond 1 AD.
Uh huh.
And like that was the first time I ever had problems with sticking with people. I was like, damn, how do
Yeah.
I kill this guy?
It gets really hard. You have to be really creative and stuff with your sticking, cause like you have to like abuse minions. Like you know in lane how you use the minions to like trade and stuff like that. You have to start doing that shit in team fights too. Like there's just so you
Yeah, it's
can't
pretty crazy.
you can't blade surge willy nilly because you'll get CC'd and then you won't have another gap closer for a little while. So it takes a lot of patience and just a lot of playing to like understand how to do stuff like that. This is interesting. Like you guys are chasing.
Oh fuck it.
I don't know.
Damn, that was dumb. Should watch the map.
Yeah, rip. Yeah, that was not good. Because in this situation, like randoms, and then whatever, like you feel like at that point. So in this situation, like personally, what I'd do is I'd go randoms, and then like Morgana hasn't really been doing much, so I'd probably just get a Bork.
A Bork?
Yeah, it'll help you stick.
Man.
Like you'll have another.
I like almost never build Bork.
It's really good. It's extremely situational. I feel like some people just go Triforce Bork if they're like super far ahead in top lane for like the damage because you can just
Yeah, I can see that, but like
wreck anyone. But like in this situation, what you need, like their damage is essentially Vayne Tryndamere, right? And you need a way to stick on that Vayne, especially with like Braum Peel, the Tryndamere slow. And Vayne self peel. You need a way to stay on her. So that slow,
Right.
just being able to slow her, is extremely potent. And also speeding yourself up. So like if she borks you to try and kite, you can just counter bork and get more move speed off that. It's things like that. That's why I think I would be a good buy in this situation. Because like you don't really need MR because Morg hasn't done much. Because like she was ahead at one point. Like she had a good score, but she just hasn't done anything with it, you know. Oof, that was a good stun.
hmm. Did I have a chance to walk out of Morg's ult there?
I don't think you had a chance to walk out of it. No, you could have walked out of a pool
Okay.
though. Before the ult ticked down. So
Is it just a one-time magic resist shred, or is it
it doesn't shred magic resist anymore.
wait, it doesn't?
No, Morg's W just does more damage with lower health the person is. They took away the magic resist shred a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah, so like the lower health you are, it'll just hurt a little more. Also, in that situation, I
Okay.
probably wouldn't have completed Wardens. I would have just sold the flask and then gotten a Giant's Bolt. Well, you wouldn't have had enough, but I just think the health probably would have been a little more beneficial at this point. Oh, is
Okay.
she gonna get it? Nice. That's a
Yeah,
really
you
good
got
solo kill.
Ooh. Hey, buddy. I hope this works. That worked.
You're not. Oh my god.
Did you see that?
Oh my god. What am I watching?
Such a hard read.
That Vayne misplayed that so hard by condemning you like that. She had to burn flash for it.
Alright, I'm out. Get juked. Ah, get away from me.
Mm, damn, they really
Ooh.
want you. Yeah, when you're running away like this, just turning around and stunning him in the face is a really good option. So it's like a.
Yeah, yeah. I was just there. I think there were like around four in the area, so I wasn't like
It also
I
gives
didn't
you a
want to
move
risk getting.
speed boost too, because of your Triforce. The rage component of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the phage component.
I
If you,
just felt like if he got like a single hit off me, like maybe like Vayne
yeah,
flat or
Vayne
like
already,
Burns
Vayne had
ult
already
comes
flashed.
after me.
But yeah, like in that situation, it wouldn't have been bad to turn around and just stun him because that would have prevented him from landing any CC on you for a hard 2 seconds, which gives you a chance to run away. And with the rage portion of Phage, you can just run faster than he could. So like even if he had Mobies, because you have to sprint through minions, and minions would turn and cancel those. So.
Die!
Yep, overchase. You overchased a little here, I think, but
Oof. Yeah.
yeah, you got her. That's fine. Now the question is, do you make it out?
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Okay, that's actually really good. That's fine. That takes a lot of their pressure off the map because Vayne's their damage. Yeah, if you have no reason to sell flask, then I just don't until I have a reason to
Yeah.
sell it. Like maybe there you could have sold it for like some wards, but like a pink or something. But
True.
yeah, that actually would have been really good for the Vayne. Okay, so in this situation here, when you're pushing and you're managing bot lane, right? Your team is being like attacked up topside. You just start popping stuff to get the lane pushing faster. Like use your heat
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
because mana like really isn't that big of an issue at this point for you. It really shouldn't be, because you got Triforce, the Sheen component, so you've got enough mana to do what you need to do with it. So just start throwing around spells to get that lane microing so you can group with your team faster, because right now they like really, really need you. In this situation, like the choice up to you. You can either like get a Thornmail, you can go Bork, you can go GA. Any one of those three items would be good here, I think. Judging by how this game's been playing out, though, I think GA Thornmail GA would probably be good. Because your damage is still really high, because they just don't have any, they're not building any defense. By now, the Vayne would have, like, a Randuin's or something. It would just be stupid to try and kill her. Because most Vaynes will usually go double damage and defensive, but this guy just keeps going more damage, so you can kill him really easy. Yeah, your Orianna needs to group, like she's not a split push champion. If you guys are group, just feel free to dive in.
I think.
Because Lulu ult plus Ori Ball on you is really,
Yeah.
a really strong combo. Also, this is like a really good time to do Baron. Like, what the hell? Trend and
Yeah, I
Vayne are
just
both.
thought of that.
Yeah, Trend and Vayne were both bot side, and all of you were sitting right on it. Trend's their smite, so he would have been like hoofing it the entire time. And what is this
Yeah, it's
Lulu
like-
doing? I don't understand
I
what's
think they're
going
Vayne.
on.
Oh no!
Oh,
Dang.
there's
Oh.
Vayne. Yeah, definitely get like the G, like at least get a Negatron next, cause that Mork's starting to do damage to you. So I'd recommend.
Yeah, I think I'll go GA.
You probably could have killed Braum a little sooner. Did Braum even die? You could have killed Braum if you had
No.
used your ult. charges there. Like they would have hit the shield, but like the first one, only the first one would have been absorbed. Your Oriana really needs to start grouping. She's playing like a tard. I mean, she keeps
This
getting.
happens sometimes in games, though.
Yeah.
Like, if someone like refuses to group, what's like the best option? Just like try to hold.
Group around them.
Group around them.
Yep. Just start like dogpiling on the person who refuses to group.
Okay, I've tried that too. That tends to work, but like, what if you do if they just start avoiding you?
You literally just stay on them harder. It is really difficult to deal with, but like just try and reason with them. Like it's really hard, but you essentially just have to follow them around at that point. Like if they're like, "Let me farm," you just say, "No, we need to group now."
Okay.
But I'm not 6 items yet. It's like, yeah, neither is anyone else in the game. Just stay on them. Like, let them have a little bit more of the farm. And, like, if you are grouped, but just stay near them. Alright, so your TP's up, so you can, like, either stay grouped, or you can go micromanage the side lane for a little bit, while your team creates pressure elsewhere.
Oh, I was sitting. And, we definitely need to group with Ori then.
Rip Ori. Tell her to just micro.
That.
She just need to push the lane all the way up. She just needs to micro it so it starts the minions will push. This is really.
Where? Go.
Like, see, Riven can't like do shit to you. Wow, that Riven is really far behind. Holy moly.
Oh, I am out of here. And. Oh, what? Okay, that's unfortunate. I didn't hit the minion for whatever reason. I think this Oriana might be foreign.
Maybe. Or just 13.
He's only said I push for like the last 10 minutes.
You gotta love people like this. Competitive ruling counter logic gaming. What did they do this time? Double Lift and CLG both got fined $2,000. Oh my god.
What did they do?
Double Lift fucking was talking to Yeah, Double Lift was talking to Zion Spartan while he was still under contract with the dig, so...
Wait, wasn't that a while ago?
Yeah, but it's still like poaching, so...
No, I mean, didn't they fine him for that already?
Mm-mm. That was Scara.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, this is Zion. Oh my god.
Man, CLG with the player management.
Jesus fuck.
You a CLG fan?
No, I'm a TSM fan.
Oh, yo, me too.
I don't really know how you're supposed to win this game. Like, your team, like, you have a really good 5v5 team fight. Like, holy shit, Rek'Sai, Irelia, Oriana, Lulu, like, that's retarded amounts of, like, engagement. You guys just haven't grouped as 5, so it's really hard.
God damn it, like...
Let me guess, Vayne gets caught. She's the only one by herself. Oh no, maybe it's the Rek'Sai? I don't know. Oh, I push. Oh no. Oh
Okay.
no. Oh
Oh.
no.
Oh,
Oh no.
damn it! Oh, I could have TP'd him. I wasn't sure because I
There
thought
was
they were
like
gonna
nowhere
keep
to
him.
TP to. Yeah, I think
The minions were in the lane,
I
but
think your
I just
Oreo is
figured.
just trolling. Your Ori's definitely trolling. That's unfortunate.
Uh,
There's just not much you can do about that at that point, you know? Like, you can try your
I think
damnedest, but...
I definitely could have played like way better though.
Yeah, there are things you could work on, but you still did play well. So, this loss is definitely not your fault. Like, you played really well. You pushed the advantages that you had. You just didn't have a mid laner. 4v5s are hard to win. Whether it's 4v5 because the person didn't connect, or 4v5 because the person just refuses to play the goddamn game. Yeah. Also, just in the future, like, if you're gonna buy home guard, buy it essentially last second before you revive. Like, it should be like, if you're gonna buy home guard, it should be like a thing that you know that you're gonna do, so you don't have to spend time doing that. But
Okay, I think he was trolling.
it,
Just like instead of typing GG, he's like all chat. I push.
yeah, definitely a troll. Yeah, there's not much you
Oh
can
well.
do there. It was still you did play a really good game though, so you got that going for you. Losses happen, you know. It just don't let yourself get too down about it. Just focus on your performance in the game. How did you perform? If you performed well, it's fine. You know, you're 50-50 every single game you go into to win and lose. So, you know, don't be too upset about losses. Just focus on how you performed, what you could have done better, and things like that. And you'll notice that those losses stop meaning so much. Yeah, they
Yeah.
suck because no one likes to lose, but I mean, may as well take what you can get out of it, right?
Yeah. So I
Alright.
think like overall, if you were to like recap like main ideas.
Alright, main points. Roaming to get your team ahead. Really good.
Huh.
Look, map awareness for TP plays in either mid, bot, or bot lane. Really good. Capitalizing on your opponent's mistakes and having a flexible build path are things that you like really need to look for. So,
Okay.
like, you know, things you can do to like trade and come out ahead, or just, you know, not like having a set in stone build, but like allowing it to like fluctuate depending on what's happening in the game.
Right.
Is really good. um, just yeah, focus on creating like map pressure, and like your farming was pretty good. Like under tower, you could use a little work with it, like because
Uh,
you're spending a lot of
okay.
mana
Usually, yeah. Actually,
to
I
farm.
usually get a lot of CS.
Yeah,
I do still waste a lot of
yeah, you can get a
mana.
lot
I
of
think
CS on.
it's just
Yeah,
it's just like the stream. I'm not really used to the lag. Like usually I
okay,
run like a smoother. So like usually
yeah,
I actually have I think like solid farm in comparison with my rank.
okay. Yeah,
But
it was still like your farming was fine. Like you still got the majority of the CS, but you could just like save a little bit on the mana factor
yeah.
under the tower by just
I don't
autoing.
actually yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
like that's fine. Your CS thing's like fine. Otherwise, like in lane, you're doing fine with that. Um, yeah, and like ward more. You buy a lot more. You could buy a lot more wards. You could contribute a lot more to the vision game. Especially during the laning phase. You know, your lane's completely dark. Like when you're laning, you wouldn't be able to tell if the jungler was coming up to like tickle you or anything like that. You know, you need to throw out those wards. Especially when you have a lead, because they're going to be looking to try and get that lane back into the game. You know,
Yeah.
so just little things like that that'll help you like up your gameplay a lot. Just focusing on these little things. But is there anything else? You know, sweeper wards. I got all that. Yeah, your Irelia play was really good though.
Nice.
You in lane, you use the minions, to trade to your advantage. That's something that a lot of newer Irelia players struggle with, and like even like some veterans don't know how to do it as well as they should. So that's really good. You got that going for you. Your team fight, I don't know. Like I didn't really get to see much of it because the first game was kind of just like what like it
A
was.
stomp, and
Yeah,
the
the first
second
game was
game
a
was
stomp,
kind
and
of
the
like.
second game was whatever the fuck it was. I don't know really know how your like team fighting mechanics go. Um, but generally, you just want to
Usually,
sit on a squishy and make their life
yeah.
hell. You don't necessarily have to kill
Okay.
them every time, but you just have to provide enough pressure to where your back line can mow through their front line first. So, like, I know for me personally, like, my KDA on Irelia will generally tend to be, like, really weird because I will go in and I will just, like, tank everything. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what I do.
So, because any CC they throw on me is immediately going to get reduced because of my pass, like your passive. So it's essentially just a kind of a waste. That not like a waste, but it is definitely not as strong as if they had CC'd someone else. Like especially if you're running like 921 with Merc treads, like CC thrown on you ain't gonna do anything.
Do
So,
you run 921?
I generally will run 921. Yeah, that's
What
my
do you
preferred.
run? Oh, do you have to pay? Do you have your page labeled?
Page Mastery page 7 is the one I use. I don't know. Like I'll change a couple things depending on. Yeah, I was up against an AP last. Usually my mastery. That's what I look like against an AD top laner.
Do you still have like enough damage to like just go in on people?
Yeah, you still have plenty of damage. This just helps you
Okay.
with your laning phase. It gives you, because you struggle early. Like level 1 to 4 is where Irelia tends to like struggle a little bit because your true damage hasn't ramped up yet. Your skills cost a lot of mana. But like once you hit level 5, you go back, you get your Sheen or your Phage parts or whatever you buy. You're strong enough to start dueling at that point. Then those defensive stats really start to kick in because you're doing a lot of damage from true damage anyway. Like the offensive tree is good, yeah, but like it doesn't amplify that true damage as much, like but very much at all, because it's true
That's
damage. It's
fair.
hard to amplify that, and that's where like the majority of your trading power comes from. So having those defensive stats so you can withstand trades longer is really it's pretty solid. I also
How come you
uh,
how come you run CDR instead of attack speed?
because I like the cooldown reduction on heat and style and your E and Q. Like this CDR is a lot like better. The attack speed's alright, yeah, but like being like, it's not enough to make a difference on Fury.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, the CDR that's big, like that's really big.
I haven't actually experimented much with.
Yeah, like if I'm up against the lane that I just want to like go ham and win, I use my that's like a Rumble or a Riven or something like that. That's when I start switching to like Mastery page 12.
Does Feast make like a significant difference?
Yeah, it does. Feast, it really does. 3 health every time you kill a minion is huge, because, like, for the first time you go back, first time you shop, you'll generally have anywhere from 30 to 60 CS. And that's anywhere from, like, 90 to 180 health that
Oh
you
man,
can
that's like
store
a health
lane.
potion.
Yeah, you've essentially just got another health potion out of your first back. So
Hmm.
combined with heat and style, like you can heal a lot of like. Oh, thank you, Monstardem, for the follow. But yeah, so it gives you a lot of health back. It allows you to trade, like keep trading, because it also gives you the mana sustain too. Like it may not seem like it's much, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then
Yeah, it's fair enough for
Leo
that
brings
one.
up a good point here. Whenever like you're trying to trade and stuff, always be mobile between your auto attacks. Like I mentioned it when you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
playing
Oh,
against Rumble, but like what I'm talking about here is like when you stun and start autoing them. If you know you're going to win the trade, just start walking in front of them, so they have to walk through you in order to like so you're in range to auto them longer. Because if you stay behind them, they can just walk away from you. But if you move through them while you're like autoing,
yeah. Okay.
But like if you walk behind them, they have to actually walk through you, and that just gives you more time to auto them as they're walking through you to try and get away. So it's just the little things like
Like
that.
hiding.
Yeah, essentially. But yeah, your Irelia play was really good. Just taking a few little things will definitely take you higher. I definitely think you can make diamond if you just work on those little things. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, I was close. I think I was like plat 156 LP and then 8 game loss streak or something.
Uh, I have to fix my
Oh
fucking
well.
Twitch alert.
I was
Eh,
just hoping to get there at least sometime next season.
yeah, I mean the next new season's coming up, so you could just like hit the ground running. That's what everybody's planning on doing. Just like once the new season starts, who cares about this season? Just hit the ground going. You know,
Yeah,
this
I'm
season.
just trying to do some work before.
Yep. That like right now, like I was master at the end of season 4, and
Oh really?
yeah, I fell back down to diamond 1. Like, and I've been in my promos like 3 times and failed them because that fucking D1
Is
trolls.
there still clamping in Diamond One?
There's no clamp. Like, okay, there's no clamping, but LP still works completely fucking retarded. Like, I don't know. Like, I can lose 30 or gain like I can lose 30 sometimes. Sometimes I'll like gain 20 and lose like 9. You can't predict how much LP you're gonna win and lose in the game. It's
Okay.
retarded. But there's no more like hard clamping like there was before now. But there's a new
Okay.
worry.
The seven wins at 99 LP kind of thing.
Yeah, there's no more of that. Now it's the I won 5 games, lost 1, and I'm back where I started kind of deal. So
Well,
yeah, it happens. But yeah, like you did really well. So you've got a lot of things to be proud of there. But you do have a few things you can work on. So just focus on those things, and you'll notice an improvement in your gameplay, I think. And you can start some of those tips you can just use to branch out to other champions too. Like the warding thing is just a universal thing. That's not just an Irelia thing, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. So just working on that, you'll find a lot more success in the top lane. I feel like as if you just work on those little things and get better at them, like those TPs and stuff like that. You've got the
Yeah.
makings of like a I think I don't know, like low mid diamond maybe. Definitely for sure. And maybe even further than that if you keep working. So definitely keep trying. You're doing
All
well.
right. All right.
Anyway,
Cool.
I gotta take off because I got another one of these things in about 30 minutes. I got some shit I need to set up and do. So
All right. Thanks. Your name is Brandon, right?
yes, it is.
All right.
I completely
Thanks
forgot
for
your
listening.
name. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
it's Lawrence. It's fine.
Lawrence. Thank you. I'm sorry.
All right. It was good.
All right.
But hey, I can leave like a rating or something, right? Like a review on the.
I think so. I there was an option to do that, like under the thing. I don't know. You can leave like a rating and a review
Alright.
or something like that. But I don't know.
Alright,
I've
cool.
been using this for all of like I think 24 hours now, so I'm still figuring things
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I
You
didn't
saw
know how
the
to
Reddit post,
message.
I'm guessing?
Yeah, I didn't know how to message someone back until like 2 hours ago, and I was like, oh shit, so that's how you do it.
All right. Hey, thanks for listening, man.
No problem. Yeah, be sure, like, if you ever have, like, any questions or anything, feel free to message me. I stream regularly, I'm on an up-and-coming team as well, so, feel free to check anything out if you want to. But, yeah, I'll be here if you need me, so feel free to ask.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. See ya.
See ya. Alright, one down. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the stream for a little bit, work on that Twitch alerts thing, because apparently it's being really fucking loud again. I thought I fixed it last time, but, apparently not. Love this. But yeah, I'm gonna cut stream for a bit. I'll be back on, like, 30 minutes. That's when I have my next lesson, or next coaching session. I think I'll be working on Yasuo and Gnar, is what the guy wanted to work on. So, yeah, feel free to tune in for that if you want to learn those champions. But I'm gonna go get food because I'm fucking starving, and I'm also, my dog is outside still, so I'm gonna go let her in. And yeah, other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.